What's up, you guys? It's your girl Kiannajay here, and I am back with another YouTube video.
You begging to seduce me, but beggars cannot be choosy. Been a queen for 8 summers, just tell them to call me Susie. This that Nikki, this that Oopsie, this Hennessy got me.
As you guys can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about how I got to do Kashdoll's hair. I got all the tea, y'all, how I got the opportunity, how she is in person, and also I didn't only do her hair that night, we also went out together, hung out, and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to be basically spilling the tea, telling you guys about my experience, and all those good things, providing pictures and videos, all that stuff. If you have me on Instagram, I'm out of breath. Damn, my fat ass. All I did was an intro, and I'm out of breath. Maybe I should get in the gym. Maybe I should work out. Maybe that should be my New Year's resolution. Anyways, if my voice is echoing, I'm in the bathroom at a hotel, so yeah. But as I was saying, if you have me on Instagram, you guys know about all those pictures and videos of me, Kashdoll, and all that good stuff. So enough with the rambling, let's get to the video. So I'm gonna just start from the tippy beginning, like how me and Kashdoll even interacted and all that stuff. So it all began when I was a junior in high school. My friend had told me I look like Kashdoll, and I denied it. I was always like, no, I don't look like her. Like, stop saying that. Not that, you know, I didn't think Kashdoll was ugly. I just didn't think I looked like her. Like, most people are like that. Like, when somebody tells you you look like somebody, you're like, no, I don't. I look like myself. I look like me. I look like me. So that's basically how I was, okay? I just felt like I looked like myself. I don't look like no Kashdoll. So as the years went by, it's actually my senior year in high school. So as the years went by, you know, more and more people were saying that, you know, the older I started getting, I started wearing makeup and doing my hair different and stuff like that. I started to see it myself, you know. Then I started listening to Kashdoll music. I was listening to her music before. I really like started to see it myself, but you know, the more I got to know about her, the more I listened to her music, it's like, dang, I can relate to this girl. Like, she's so dope. She's a badass bitch. Like, she a boss bitch. She stayed in her music. Like, I can really relate to her. And not only that, I look like this girl. Like, that's crazy. You know, I always like post videos of me lip singing her songs, and I post it on my Instagram, not trying to get her attention or anything, but it was happening. Like, people would tag her on my videos, and then she would comment like heart eyes or something, or she would like it and stuff like that. I remember the very first time I posted a picture of Kashdoll and she liked my picture, and I freaked out. Like, this was like back in 2016. I posted a picture of her and she freaked out. But fast forward, especially this year, you know, she's been interacting with me a lot, and last year. And you know, she comments on my videos and stuff like that. And I remember this one time I did the So Good challenge. If you guys don't know what that is, it's that song with her and Big Sean called So Good, and everybody was doing the challenge because Kashdoll had danced on the table. She did, like, you know, she did all sexy and it was cute, you know, I looked like her, so I did it, and she reposted it, and then, you know, everybody went crazy, my supporters went crazy. This year, back in April, was my first time actually meeting Kashdoll. I went to one of her shows in Oakland at this club called New Caribbean, and my friend that I went, her auntie was like working for Kashdoll that night, or like she had some type of hookup to where I could get on the stage with Kashdoll. So I had got on stage with her. And you know, I'm standing on the stage, and she was done performing, and I was like, hey, can I get a picture? She was like, yeah. And then she came back up to me and was like, what's your name? And I'm like, Kianna. And she's like, oh, I thought it's Poppy. And it's Poppy is like my Instagram name, like all my social media handles except for YouTube. So she was like, oh, I thought you were It's Poppy. I'm like, that I am It's Poppy. Like, what? That is me, girl. Stop playing. You know that's me. Don't play. You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh yeah, I knew you look familiar. I remember your face from Instagram. I'm like, okay, so that's what's up, you know, boom. We didn't get a picture that night because it was just a lot going on. She had to go, and you know, I wasn't really mad. I just had the feeling deep down inside it would be a next time. It would probably be very, very far from now, like years from now, maybe when I'm bigger and stuff like that, I would get a picture of her. So that's like the mindset I had. I wasn't really tripping, but it was what it was. Later on, like some months by this year, she ended up following me on Instagram. That was like the icing on the cake. She followed me on Instagram. Still was showing my page love and stuff like that. Like on my birthday, she liked my video and commented, and it was just, you know, good stuff like that. So fast forward to when I got to do her hair. this was the day of my cousin's funeral. And the funeral was over, and you know, I was on my way to the repast. I had stopped at McDonald's to get some food and was gonna go to the repast. And you know, while I'm driving, after I got my food, some told me, you know, check my Instagram. Like, who checks their Instagram while they're driving? I don't know, but something was just telling me to check my Instagram. So I go to my DMs, and Kashdoll DM'd me. It said 2 minutes ago. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what the heck? So I opened the DM, and she was like, ain't you in the bay? And I'm like, yeah, like, I'm sure the DMs right here. She's like, ain't you in the bay? And I'm like, yeah. And then, you know, she was basically talking about how, let me just get my phone. I'm gonna get my phone. Like, ain't you in the bay? I said, yeah, I am, boo. She said, I need someone to put my wig on. I'm about to sleep though for a minute. And I'm like, what time? Or just DM me when you wake up. She said, okay, wanna come out with me? I'm like, girl, hell yeah. She's like, okay, I just have to find something to wear. I literally been everywhere but home. You know where the cute shit at, and bring makeup, and how many friends do you got, and all that good stuff, you know, all that good stuff. And we're talking, I ended up giving her my number, and that was that. So, that time I was DMing, I was so nervous. Like, I was shaking, I couldn't breathe, like, I was nervous. Because Kashdoll is really, like, one of my idols. I really look up to her, as well as Kianna. You guys know those two are like the main people I really look up to, and I'm inspired by. I'm super inspired by Kianna because he's a hairstylist, and I'm inspired by Kashdoll because like how she is as a woman. She's a boss bitch, and like, you know, she gets her money. She's humble. She has fun. She's goofy. Like, I look up to her. And so I was freaking out. I was nervous. My stomach was hurting. I had to shit. I did end up shitting, so I had to shit on myself. Like, that's how nervous I was. And you know, I was just fangirling. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, what do I do? Like, how do I do her hair? What do I do? Mind you, I was on my way to my cousin's repast. So that was just like, you know, it was really sad that I had to, and I was on my way to my cousin's repast, and it was just sad because, like, I don't want to miss my cousin's repast. You know, this is my cousin that passed away. But then again, I don't want to miss this big opportunity. So I remember calling my mom, super nervous, like, oh my gosh, Kashdoll DM'd me, you know. She wants me to do her hair, but you know, I gotta go to Stoney's funeral. My mom was like, Kianna, you know, your cousin knows you love him, but I really don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. And my friends were telling me, like, Kianna, do not miss out on this opportunity. So I took the opportunity, you know. And I was super nervous. I did end up crying in the car because, like, I came so far this year and I've been through so much. And I worked really hard when it comes to hair and styling and things like that. And then my idol reaches out to me so I could do her hair. Like, you guys understand? I don't think you guys understand that feeling. Like, when you've been through so much and you work so hard, and then like that time it finally comes. Like, I know I have more to come and more opportunities and more to do, but that's just like the start of it. Like, I don't know. I'm just speechless. I don't even know what to say. I was just really speechless. So I was like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, do I go home? Do I go get stuff? Whatever. So I ended up going to the mall, and I had bought Kashdoll some makeup, so I could do her makeup, and some hair stuff, like glue for her frontal, just a heck of stuff. Cause I didn't want to go way home because it was traffic. I was going to get home in an hour, and I know she was already in Oakland and needed, you know, it was just a lot. So I just ended up buying a whole bunch of stuff, bought an outfit, heels, all that good stuff. Ended up calling me, was like, hey, can you come, you know, do my hair, whatever. And I'm like, yes, like, yes. And I ended up calling my FC because my FC stands for favorite cousin. You guys know my FC if you have me on Instagram. Her name is Foreign Hitter. And, you know, me and her are like this. So I ended up calling her, and I was like, hey, FC, you know, I just been offered the opportunity to do Kashdoll's hair, and I think she wants her makeup done too. And I know my FC does makeup, so I wanted to give this opportunity to my cousin as well. So she was like, yeah, I'll come. Like, oh my gosh, you know, I want to take this opportunity with you. And I ended up calling my other friend too, so we could all go out. So me and my cousin gets to Kashdoll's hotel. I go up or whatever, and she's there, like, boom, open the door. She's like, hey. I'm like, hi. Like, you know, I wasn't acting crazy or anything. I was like, hi, how are you? You know, and then we automatically clicked right then and there. She was calling me twin and this and that. And we're just talking about that stuff, talking about her hair and just a lot of stuff. So when I first got there, I was doing her hair for a meet and greet. And it was like a blonde wig with the side part. So I was doing her hair for a meet and greet. And she's super nice. Like, Cash is so nice. And she's such a humble person. Like, totally different than what you guys see on the internet. Like, totally different. She's super humble. She's not like stuck up and cocky like how she comes off on the internet. Nothing like that at all. So we were talking. And then she ended up telling me, she was like, you know, when people tell me I look like somebody, I just deny it. And I'm like, I look like myself. But when I seen you, I'm like, yeah, that's my twin. Like this is what she was telling me. She's like, yeah, that's my twin. Like we really look alike. You're like my little sister. And I'm like, thank you. You know, I told her how and I'm like, thank you, like, oh, that's so sweet. And I was telling her how I used to always get that back in high school. Like it started off when I was 17, when I started getting those compliments that I look like her. And she's like, yeah, that's crazy. Like, you know, we really do look alike. Like you're really my twin. So we was hitting off and stuff, you know, talking. And she ended up telling me like what she goes through day by day when it comes to performances and flights and, you know, meet and greets and so much stuff. And listening to what she goes through daily and like weekly and stuff, it's like, wow. Like she deserves so much respect. Like she already gets respect, but she deserves so much more. Like that woman puts in so much work and effort, barely has time to sleep, eat, barely has time to herself, and she still gets up and does her damn thing. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like that's why she's so inspiring. So she was just talking about that, and I'm like, that's crazy. How do you do that? Like what? Like flying somewhere, performing, and then having to fly somewhere else, and then meet and greet, and whatever the case may be, shoot videos, acting, and all this stuff. Like she does so much, and it's just crazy. Like you guys really don't know what these celebrities do behind the scenes to give you what you see on screen. You know what I'm saying? So she definitely deserves so much respect. And you know, doing her hair was cool. She wasn't picky. She wasn't rude. She was just like, girl, slap this wig on so I can take it off when I get back. Like that's how she was. Like she wasn't picky. Didn't have attitude, wasn't stuck up at all. Like I felt like she was my big sister. She was talking to me like she was my big sister. Like we've been knowing each other. It was just weird. Like it was this type of energy we were feeding off of each other, and I just loved it. So we went to her meet and greet. It was cool, you know, I followed her and her security guards or whatever. We got there, it was cool. Fans were there, she was interacting with her fans. You know, I'm just standing by, you know, looking, and then people were like, aren't you the girl that got her looking good? I'm like, yes, that's me, hi, yes, how are you? Yes, how are you? Hit me up if you want your hair done. You know what I'm saying? So, that was cool. And after her meet and greet, you know, I didn't want to come off like a crazy fan or anything. I didn't want to come off crazy at all. You know, she meant a lot to me when she took her phone out first to record me before I took my phone out to record her and me doing her hair. Like I didn't post anything that entire day until that night that I was doing Kashdoll's hair. After her meet and greet, we were walking out and she takes out her phone and was like, I'm trying to insert the video right here. But it's like, hey, I'm with my sis, you know, twins about to pop out tonight. And I'm like, wow, like this is like a dream come true. And it's crazy because my friends will always tell me like, watch, one day you and Kashdoll go hang out. One day you go do her hair. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, am I really like, I'm not that big. Like I have supporters, I have a fan base, I have, you know, a platform that I build myself, I have a brand, but right now, I don't know. And my friends were the ones that are actually speaking it into existence. Like I will always say it to myself, I would never say it to anyone else. I'll always be like, one day I'm gonna do Kashdoll's hair, but I'll just say it in my mind, or literally, I really wouldn't be saying it to other people. So, this was just like a dream come true. It was just like so unreal. We ended up going back to her hotel room, and then it was time to, you know, fix her wig, change and stuff for her show that night. She wanted me to go out with her to her show. So she was like, hey, you know, she had her blonde wig on. She was like, hey, can you take this wig off for me, wash it, and, you know, I want to restyle it and all that good stuff. Let's bring it back to life. I'm like, okay, cool. So I ended up driving, mind you, she was in Oakland. So I took her wig or whatever, I drove all the way home. I live in Pittsburgh, which is 30 minutes away from Oakland. So I drove all the way home, washed her wig, blow dried and things like that. But I didn't have enough time to flat iron the whole thing. Like, the wig was thick, she had a nice thick wig. Like whoever did it, make sure that Kashdoll got every single track of bundle she ordered or whatever in that wig. So I didn't have enough time to flat iron it, and I know she had to be at her show by, I believe, 1 a.m. or something like that. So I'm rushing and stuff, I'm rushing. So I ended up driving back to her, and I'm like, hey, you know, I wasn't able to finish the wig, but if I put it on you, maybe we have time to flat iron it. It was just a lot of stuff going on. So she was like, no, she was mad, you know, I felt her little energy was a little off because she really wanted to wear that icy wig. Because you know that song, Ice Me Out, is out and it's popping right now. So I could tell she really wanted to wear that wig with her icy outfit, but it's like, we don't have time, and, you know, you have to be at your show at a certain time. So we kind of got to go with the black wig, which is the wig that everybody's seen, you know, when me and her took pictures. So you know, her energy was a little off. I feel like it's because she did have just woke up and she, you know, been traveling a lot and stuff like that. So I felt a little weird, like, did she have attitude with me or whatever the case may be? But then she spoke up like, sorry if I seem a little off, y'all. Talking to me, my cousin, my other friend. She's like, sorry if I seem a little off, y'all. You know, I just woke up. I'm tired. My bad. I'm like, oh, okay. So it made me feel a little bit better. Like, okay, so maybe she's not that mad about the wig. She can't wear the wig. She's just tired. So I feel much better. Like, she's just so humble, bro. Like, anybody else would have just been, I want to wear my wig, like, and, you know, tired at the same time. I want to wear my wig. I don't care what you're talking about. Put my wig on, like, or give an attitude that they have to wear the other wig. She wasn't like that at all. She was just tired. And when she told me and my cousin what was wrong, her energy totally changed. Like, she was just how she was when I first walked in, the first time I did her wig. So I did the black wig, you know, we were chopping it up. She's like, you guys, you know, take your pictures, do it up, like, take your pictures and stuff. So that's when, you know, I took my phone out, and actually my friend recorded me doing her hair, like boomerangs and stuff like that. My cousin was touching up her makeup, like, it was just a great time. And she's like, you know, let's pop out, like, we're gonna get ready to pop out, what y'all wanna drink? And I'm like, I want Douce, girl, I want Douce. And Kashdoll, I don't think she really drinks like that. She drinks wine, so she had her little wine or whatever. And that was that she ended up getting dressed. I had to get dressed in the car because it's like, okay, we have to go. Like, we have to go. We ended up all riding together. It was me, I believe Kashdoll's assistant, my cousin, and my friend, Kashdoll's security guards, all in the truck. One of her security guards had to ride in the trunk because it just wasn't enough room and I had to change. So I'm in the car changing, like, trying to hurry up. Like, the show was literally 2 minutes away. It was around the corner. So I'm trying to hurry up, stuff like that. And we just chopping it up, talking, like, really just a vibe, and just felt so unreal. She felt like a friend that I've been having, like a big sister that I've been having. She didn't feel like I was with a celebrity. You know, that's a good feeling when celebrities give you that feeling that they're regular people, which they are, but some celebrities make you feel like they're higher than you. And she didn't make me feel like that at all. Like, I rode with her in her truck, like, it was good. So we ended up getting to the show. We were backstage in her section, and that's when she was like, twin, let's get some pictures, like, let's do this. I'll take some on my phone, you take some on your phone, let's do some videos. I'm like, all right, so we were flicking it up, which is all the pictures y'all seen on Snapchat. She was, you know, recording me and her, posting it on her story, saying, you know, her little sis, her twin, just, you know, we were just having a fun time. I felt like I was really with my big sister that I don't have because I'm the oldest and I don't have older siblings, like older sisters. Yeah. So it was just a good vibe. Like, we were drinking, she was like, make you some drinks, and cool. So then it was time for her to perform. So she gave me her phone. She was like, hey, twin, I want you to record me while I'm on stage on my phone, get some good videos, post them on my Instagram, stuff like that. So we got on stage, she was performing, which you guys seen on my Instagram story as well. I was recording on her phone and trying to get some on my phone too. Sis, I need some too. Not just you, I need some too. So, you know, I was going back and forth with her phone, posting them on her Instagram, and I started making regular videos on her phone as well so she could have them for herself. So that was that. She was done performing, and then we went backstage. And when we went backstage, it's like one of the best moments of 2018 that I ever had, because we sat down and we had like a really long talk. We were talking for about 30 minutes. You know, she was asking about my YouTube channel. She knows that I do YouTube. She knows about my ex, so she was asking about that. Also giving me advice about niggas, you know what I'm saying? Just really talking to me like a big sister. We was having a deep talk about everything in life, like what you have to go through when you're coming up, because she sees that I'm coming up right now. You know, I'm growing, I'm glowing, and things like that. So she sees that, so she's giving me tips and advice how to handle that, how to handle fake people, fake friends, and stuff like that. And one thing that stuck to me, she said was, success is not about the amount of money you have or how many cars you have or how big your house is. Success is when you know you're genuinely happy with yourself. When you're happy is when you know you've succeeded, because you can have so much money in the world, have so many cars and all this other stuff, but you won't be happy. That doesn't mean you've succeeded. That just means you're rich, and that's not really succeeding anything. But when you're really happy in life is when you know you've succeeded. And I'm just like, dang, like that had me thinking about everything I've been through this year, like with my breakup, with being depressed and doing things to make other people happy and not really focusing on myself. And then, you know, I found happiness this year. I found a way to make myself happy, and I'm still sticking with that. You know, I have these different goals for myself and just things like that. It had me thinking, and it's like, wow, like I really do feel like I've succeeded somewhat. I feel like I'm not fully there, but I have succeeded somewhat because right now I am genuinely happy in life. Like that talk was really deep. It was really deep. So we got in her car. Ended up going back to her hotel room, and that was the end of that. She was like, you know, thank you so much for doing my hair. You know, we're gonna link up again or whatever the case may be. Call me when you get home. I'm like, okay, cool. And that was that. I ended up going home. And yeah, that was the best experience ever. Like that morning, she ended up texting me, telling me to send her, you know, videos that I recorded and stuff. So I did that. And I spoke to her again after that. I let her know that I'm gonna be sending her some wigs that I want her to wear for my hairline. She agreed to it, which is dope. So I am working on some custom colored wigs for Kashdoll right now, because she's always in natural hairstyles. Like this, for example, she's always wearing her long black hair or her real hair, whatever the case may be. We barely see Cash in color. Like it was surprising seeing her in that blonde hair. It was surprising seeing her in that blue hair when she did her Icing Out video. But right now I wanna, you know, put her in some more colors. I'm not gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna put her in, but I'm gonna put her in some colors that y'all never seen her with before, or I haven't seen her with before. So that was that. I hope you guys are satisfied with this story time. You guys have been dying for it. It was the best experience of my life. Kashdoll, if you're watching this, thank you so much, sis. Like, thank you for the opportunity. Can't wait to see you again. Can't wait to work, whatever the case may be. You guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at itspoppy4_. Add me on Snapchat at itspoppy1. That's the number one. Follow your girl on Twitter at itspoppyk, and K is spelled K-A-Y. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.
That's my twin. She popping out with me tonight.
Begging is seducey, but beggars cannot be choosy. Been a queen for 8 summers. Just tell them to call me Susie. This that Nikki, this that Oopsie, this Hennessy.